Hi children, good morning. All are fine. Every day I am asking, are you fine? Are you fine? I know you all are keeping fine, isn't it? You are staying inside, you are keeping fine. Okay. So, welcome back to the next class. Today we are moving into our sixth block. We have completed fifth block. Do you remember what all things we have discussed in fifth block? What all things we have discussed in fifth block? Yeah, we have discussed about our state, union territories, capitals and many national symbols. Like that many things we have discussed in our fifth block. Now we are moving into our sixth block. What's the name of our sixth block? The name of our sixth block is rights and duties. Rights and duties. So we have many rights as well as duties. So let us think about what are rights and what are duties. Do you know what's the meaning of rights? What's mean by rights? What's mean by rights? Rights are things which we are free to do. Rights are things which we are free to do. Rights are things which we are free to do. Yes, this is called the rights. Rights are things which we are free to do. No one can stop us from doing that. That is called our right. Whatever we want we can do, no one can stop us from doing so. That is called our rights. And next one is duties. Duties are things which we must do. Things which we must do. Things which we must do. See, right means things which are free to do. Duties means things which we must do. Did you understand? This one is our rights. No one can stop. We can do many things. That is called the rights. But these are we must do. We have to do. Not by force, we ourselves have to think and do. That is called the duties. So being an Indian citizen, we have many rights and duties. We are Indians, we are residing in India, so we are called Indians. So being an Indian citizen, we have many rights and duties. So such kinds of rights and duties are known as fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Fundamental rights and duties. Fundamental rights and duties. Being an Indian citizen, we have some rights and duties that is known as fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Then what's the meaning of this word fundamental? That means it is common. Fundamental means common. All the Indian citizens, these rights and duties are common for all Indian citizens. There is no discrimination between men or women, low caste or high caste, rich or poor. Everyone, all the Indian citizens have the same rights and duties. That is why it is known as fundamental rights and duties. And what is the meaning of fundamental? It is common. I hope you understood what is the meaning of common. That means there is no division or there is no discrimination between men or women, rich or poor. Again, high caste or low caste, there is no discrimination. These rights and duties are for everyone. Is it clear? Fundamental duties and rights, is it clear? It is common for all Indian citizens. Okay, now let us discuss one by one about which are our fundamental rights. Okay, First, let us move to fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. Can you imagine and say what may be the fundamental rights? Any one of the fundamental rights, can you say? This one may be our right. Any guess? Any guess in such a way? No guess. Always I used to say you have to say something. Don't sit like this. You are very good children. So I need to get the answer from you. Come on. You are simply sitting and watching like this means that is not good. You should cooperate or you should give some response or answers. Then only the class and everything will be going on smoothly. Everything will go smoothly if you give answers or if you give some response. You just think this one may be our right. Like that, any idea you have? Any idea? Okay, no idea, then no problem. Now listen. After explaining this one, I will ask, okay? You should listen here. I will ask one by one. After explaining this one. So, first one is, we have the freedom to choose any religion. Freedom of religion. Freedom of religion. Religion. Freedom of a religion. What's mean by religion? How many religions you know? Yeah, there are many religions exist in India. Many religions are there in India. Or otherwise you can say freedom of worship. Freedom of worship. That means then it will be more clearer to you. Freedom of worship. What's meant by worship? We all are believing in God. We all are believing in God. Yes or no? Do you believe in God? Yes or no? Yes. There are many religions. Which are the main religions exist in India? Yeah, very good. Hinduism is there. Islam is there. Christianity is there. Parsis. Again, Jainas, Buddhists, Sikhs, like that many religious people are there in India. So, everyone or all the Indians or every Indian has got the right to worship in their own way. Christians and Muslims, their way of worship is different. Christians believing in Jesus Christ and Muslims believing in their God. Hindus believing in their God. So, it is on the basis of these fundamental rights, we can believe in any God and we can worship according to our wish. And worshipping places are also different. Hindus worship in, which is the worshipping place of Hindus? Hindus. Ah, very good. Temple. Hindus are worshipping in temples. Muslims, where do they worship God? Yeah, very good. Mosque. Again, Christians, church. Again, where do Parsis worship? You might have studied in previous classes. Parsis worship in fire temples. Buddhists worship in pagodas. Like that, there are many worshipping places. So, on the basis of our fundamental rights, we are free to believe in any religion and we can move to any worshipping places. No one can stop us. We are free to believe in any religion and we can act according to our religious beliefs. There is no restrictions for that. No one can stop us from doing so. That is called what? Freedom of worship. Then, can you say another one? And next one? Anyone? We have the right to travel anywhere in India. Second one is a right to travel anywhere in India. Right to travel anywhere in India. What is the first one I said? First one is freedom of worship. Second one is we have the freedom or we have the right to travel anywhere in India. We can move. Last class we have studied there are 28 states and union territories. So we are free to move any state, any union territories. No one can stop us to do so. We are free to move. And if we wanted to go and settle in Jammu Kashmir or Assam or Arunachal Pradesh, anywhere, we can settle. We can settle within the boundaries of India, anywhere according to our wish. No one will stop us or no one can stop us from doing so. Then, third one. What may be the third one? What may be the third one? Yeah, we have the right to choose any work according to our wish. Choose any work according to our wish. We have the right to choose any work according to our wish. No one can force us to become doctors or engineers or carpenters or masons. It is our wish. Suppose I wanted to become a cobbler, I can become a cobbler. Or if I wanted to become an engineer, I can become an engineer. No one can say that you cannot become a cobbler or you cannot become a doctor or you cannot become an engineer. It's our wish. We are free to choose any job. No compulsion. No one can compel us to do these kinds of things. Then next one, what may be the next one? Yeah, next one is equality or equal treatment. Equal treatment or equality. Equal treatment in simple words we can say equality. Everyone, that I said before also, everyone should get equal treatment. There is no discrimination or no division or no separation on the basis of caste or religion or women or men or no sort of such kind of things. Everyone is equal before the law. Suppose the rich person did something and the same thing is done by a poor person. Both will be getting equal treatment. If something wrong or if something good, both will be treated equally in front of the law. There is no discrimination. He is very rich, so no punishment. He is very poor, so I will give him severe punishment. Not like that. Both, if the crime is same, both of them will get the same punishment. So in such a way, equality or everyone will be treated equally. Again, what else is there? We have the right to say anything that does not hurt others. A right to say anything, but a right to speak. We have the right to speak, but there is one condition. What is the condition? That shall not hurt others. That shall not hurt others. We have the right to speak anything, but that is the most important word there. But we must be very careful. That shall not hurt others. Don't create any problem for others. That is the main thing. See here, these are the fundamental rights. First one, what I said, right to worship. That concept is clear or not? Right to worship. Yeah, yes, we are the believers, or we are believing in different religion, or we are the part of different religion. So our way of worship and our lifestyle is different. So we are free to do that. We are free to move to the worshipping places and become a part of our prayers and all. No one can stop. That is called freedom of religion or freedom of worship. And next one is a right to travel anywhere in India. That is also, I said, being an Indian, we are free to travel anywhere, all the 28 states and union territories, wherever we want to go, we can move freely. And if we like to settle in some other state, doesn't matter, we can go and settle where we like. No one can stop. Third one, what I said, choose any work. Without the compulsion of others, we are free to choose what work we like or which work we like. And next one is equal treatment or equality. That also same thing. There is no separation, whatever may be. No separation for anyone. Everyone will be treated equally. Last one, what I said, right to speak. That is very important. We can speak anything, but that shall not hurt others. These are our fundamental rights. Okay, you should copy down in your notebook, and not only copy down and keeping, it is very important. It is, you have to, one separate chapter is there in higher classes and all. So you should learn now, from now itself, keep it in your mind, fundamental rights. Rights are something which we are free to do. Then being the citizens of India, we are enjoying these many fundamental rights. You should keep it in your mind. Write in your notebook and learn. Okay, don't simply write and give. You have to learn. That every day I am saying. All the classes I am repeating the same thing. Not only writing and keeping, write and study. Study also, okay? Should be there in your notebook. Then my next question is, have you ever thought of a situation without a right? If we don't have any right, what will be our condition? Can you say? Can you say what will be our condition? If we don't have any right, what will be our condition? No problem. Is it so? No problem. If we have no right, no problem. My dear children, come on with your answers. How that will affect us if we don't have any right? How it will affect us? Always we will be under the control of somebody. Someone will direct us. We will have to act accordingly. That is what will happen if we don't have any right. Someone will direct us. We will act according to his or her or their wishes. Whatever they are forcing us to do, we have to do. Unwillingly, we have to follow them. That is what will happen if there is no right. Our life will be, we can compare our life like living in a cage. We are caging the animals, isn't it? Suppose in most of the many houses we could see different kinds of birds are caged in a cave. They have no freedom, isn't it? Once if the cage is open, they will get freedom and they will fly away. Same way it will be. If we don't have freedom, our life also will be something like that. Something like that inside the cage. Inside the cage. We would be controlled by others and not be able to do what we like. Someone will be directing. We are acting according to their wish. That will be the condition if we don't have rights. Luckily, we have many rights. And another important thing is that if these fundamental rights are violated, what is meant by violation? What's meant by violation? That means if we can't enjoy or somebody is, we are unable to enjoy these fundamental rights due to many reasons. What we can do? We can move to the court. We can take a legal help. Somebody is forcing us to do. So we can move to the court and file a case against that particular persons. We can move legally. Violation means neglecting or not giving. In simple words, we can say not giving. Then we can move legally, or we can file a case in the court. Violation of fundamental rights is a very big crime, isn't it? Violation of fundamental rights is a very big crime. So we can move to the court if these rights are violated or not given to us. Okay. Now next, let us move to fundamental duties. Is it clear, children? Fundamental rights clear? Any doubt? How many fundamental rights we have discussed? How many fundamental rights we have discussed? The list you have to see. How many fundamental rights we have discussed? Yeah, very good. We discussed 5 fundamental rights. Is it clear? Any point need to be explained more? Clear? Now next we are moving into fundamental duties. Fundamental duties. Already I said what is fundamental duty. Some duties we must do. Right means we are free to do. Duties means we must do. So being a citizen of India, we have some duties towards our nation. We have some duties towards our nation. That duties are known as fundamental duties. Then, not only to the duties are different in different places. Being a member of a house, we have some duties, isn't it? Mothers have their own duty, fathers have their own duty, children have their own duty. And when we move out of the house or when we move to the society, there are also different duties, different functions, different duties. So duties may vary or different based on the situations. Based on the situations or based on the places, duties may vary or variations in our duties. We have to act according to the situations. So now here, these fundamental duties are the duties which we have to do for our nation. Duties which we have to do for our nation. That is called fundamental duties. You can see here which are the fundamental duties. Which are the fundamental duties you see here? We must protect plants and animals. Fundamental duties. Number 1. We must protect plants and animals. We must protect plants and animals. That is our number 1 duty. Plants and animals. We must protect our plants and animals. That's our number 1 duty. Isn't it? This is definitely we have to do this one. We have no right to destroy anything. We have to protect all the plants and animals. That is our one of the most important duty. Second duty what? What may be the second duty? Yeah, second duty is respect women. Respect women. Respect women. Third duty is, what is our third duty? We must stay together as Indians. 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 See, we belong to different states, but we should have a common feeling, that is, we all are Indians. Maybe I am staying in Assam or Manipur or Kerala or Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. We are the part of different states. Even then, we have a unity or common feeling. That common feeling is known as Indians. So we should keep in our mind, we all are Indians. Stay together as Indians. Understood? Is the point clear? Is the point clear? Yeah. Whatever problem comes for our nation, we must be ready to sacrifice. That time there is, you are from Tamil Nadu or you are from Karnataka or you are from Kerala, there is no discrimination, no divisions. We must be ready to act. Act for whom? Act for our motherland in any kinds of difficult situations. Okay. Then what is number 4? Next fundamental right is what? Preserve our nation's heritage or preserve the monuments. It's our duty to preserve. Preserve means protect, we can say. It's our duty to preserve the national monuments. National monuments. Preserve national monuments. Monuments means what? Preserve national monuments. These are, what is meant by monuments? Monuments. It is constructed or maybe buildings constructed in the past. Taj Mahal is a monument. Qutub Minar is a monument. You got the idea. It is constructed many before in memory of someone or something. So such a kind of buildings are called monuments. Constructed many years back or thousands of years back in memory of something. Such a kind of buildings are called monuments. So we must protect these historical monuments. They say something about those periods. So it's our duty to protect all these monuments. These are some of our fundamental rights. Sorry, fundamental, not rights, fundamental duties. There are many duties, some of the duties. Again, once more, we must protect plants and animals. Respect women. Is the concept clear? If you have any doubt, now itself you have to ask. Afterwards, don't say. Listen very carefully, okay? We must stay together as Indians. Next one is preserve national monuments. The nation is giving us some rights. That is what we have discussed before. Rights. Fundamental rights we have discussed. Now, so as a reward for these rights, we have some duties towards our nation that is known as fundamental duties. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes or no? Yeah, yes. It is important to do our duties because they help us to become good citizens. That you have to keep it in your mind. It is important to follow all these duties. If we have no duty, what will be our condition? Simply we are free to do whatever we like. So we will be enjoying our life. At the same time, if we have some duties to perform, we will be little bit vigilant or little bit order will be there in our life. So duties help us to become good citizens. Good citizens, or the duties help us to lead a good life. So everyone must be aware of their duties. Not only rights, duties. Both together. Rights and duties. Both go together. We have some rights. As a reward for that rights, we have to do some duties. So these rights and duties go together. Okay? No one can say that I have only rights, no duties. No one can say that I will do this duty, I won't do that. This such a kind of arguments is not needed there. Rights and duties go together. Is it clear? Yes or no? Is it clear? Yeah. You should listen in the class, then everything will be clear. And immediately if you have any doubt, if you listen, then only you will have doubts. Then if you have doubts, then and there you clarify your doubts. Don't keep any doubts for tomorrow. You are free to ask whatever doubts you have. So clarify your doubts and move to the next step. Okay. What would have happened if we only had rights but no duties? That I told. Isn't it? If we only had rights and no duties, then we should have done what we feel like to do. See, if we have only rights, we can do whatever we like. Isn't it? Suppose I wanted to hear music. So I played my system so loudly. That means I can do whatever I like. That is one of my fundamental rights. But when we think about the duty, I can play music, but that shall not hurt others. Others' feeling. We have to mind others. That is one of our fundamental duty. So these duties and the rights go together. Yes or no? Yes. Are you ready to follow all those things? Are you ready to follow? Yes or no? Yes. I hope you understood the importance or meaning of rights and duties and the importance of obeying these rules or regulations, whatever it is you understood. Yes or no? Yes, very good. So, with this one, we will wind up today's class. Any doubt means after listening the class, immediately you have to ask. If you listen, then only you will have doubts. And if you find any parts not clear, immediately you clarify your doubts, read the textbook, and you have to learn the fundamental rights and duties what I have given. That is compulsory, you have to learn. I will ask. Next class, after getting answer only, I will continue. I will start the class. Okay, after getting the answer only, I will start the class. And previous classes, everything you have cleared. Some of you have sent the answers. Not all, some. So, try to, every classes I used to say, try to complete work on time. Don't keep anything pending or delay. Understood? Today again I am reminding, today's work has to be completed today itself. Don't go for tomorrow. Say, workbook is very simple, you can write. This workbook no need to explain, you can write, it is very simple. Whatever I explained, that same thing only asked here. So that you can do. Any help needed, you ask to me. Then notes, PI questions, how many questions? PI questions also same. PQ questions also same. Not PQ questions, true or false. Read and do. What do you understand by rights and duties? Already I explained what is right, what is duty. Rights are things which we are free to do. Duties are we must do. Okay, that you have to write. Then fourth question, write about 2 fundamental rights. Write about 2 or 3 duties that you have at home. These all things very easy for you to write. So write down, and meanwhile any doubt you can ask to me. I am ready to help you. So take care and do all the assigned works and stay at home safely. Thank you.